Peace to Purple City. Cool, gray, rich, famous in the hood. Got the fire, black chicken, shorty so good. Winner, chicken dinner, we just came to hit up. Winner, chicken dinner, now we in the picture.
Winner, chicken dinner, money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism.
I know, this is some professional, right?
Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. Winner, chicken dinner, money line clicking.
Right?
Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Coupe gray, got the...
I know y'all don't give no damns about me being unprofessional. Y'all just here for the picks. Hold on real quick. I needed to do this. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely needed to put him on blast real quick. Sorry. It's 9 games, 12 games. He went 4 and 8. I just had to get that right real quick. Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls? Hey, it's your guy Popovich from Popovich TV. Psych. Shout outs to my nigga JaY Briggs. He back, fresh off getting his wisdom teeth pulled. And shout outs to Ron Romanelli. He went 4 and 8 out of 12 games. He did horrible. I ain't gonna lie, but shout outs to you for holding it down. Anyway, what it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich. You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's roll. I had to get that off. I had to get that joke off.
Great fire.
I know how we do. Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily,
one-on-one
Popovism. Coupon gray, got the
fire badge lit up.
hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals.
Winner, chicken dinner, money line clicking.
That's right.
Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Coupe gray, got the fire badge lit up.
Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the tape.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. It's a huge NBA ticket today. Y'all know they got the championship Sunday tomorrow. It's only one game on. So we're going to break down all the games. 13 games about to pop off. We already had one game. Indiana and the Spurs rematch out there in Paris. Quick recap though, as we always do. 3-minute mark. Quick recap. We got 3 games yesterday. We went 2-1. We had Portland. We had Philly as the play of the day. And we had the Pelicans. They was looking strong until they wasn't. Memphis ended up covering the spread. Overall record now is 341, 322. We doing really good on the games now. As far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we 156 and 145. As far as the play of the day, we are 23 and 13. So we doing good. We just want to keep the momentum rolling. First game up, as I said, we got the rematch of Indiana and Paris against Victor Wembanyama, and Indiana's won. Indiana won. We had Indiana. It was a quick revenge game, quick turnaround game. When I first had the Spurs -2, I didn't know they was in Paris. You know, that's just side note. Today, obviously, I knew they was going to be in Paris, and after that blowout, 140 to 110, there was no way that Indiana was going to come and lose back-to-back, even though it was in Paris. It's a quick turnaround, quick revenge game, and I think they are the better team. And obviously they won. What was the final score, real quick, just for transparency? The game's still going on, but they up 136 to 98. Next game, we got the Denver Nuggets out on the road at Minnesota. Minnesota getting 3 points. It was 4.5. Let's just go to RotoWire real quick so we can be accurate. Definitely want to be accurate with these games. Don't look like nobody's out for Denver. I wonder why the spread is 3 now. On RotoWire, it's 4.5. On CBS Sports app, it's 3. We're gonna stick with the 4.5 like it was. I like Minnesota at home. This is the second time these two teams gonna play. Last time they played in Minnesota, Minnesota did get the win, 109-106. I still think they low-key got Denver's number for whatever reason. I know Towns is not there, but at home getting 4.5. Denver has been playing well. Minnesota, they up and down with it, 23 and 21. Denver, on the other hand, is 28 and 16. I'm going with Minnesota in this one with the 4.5. Next game up, we got Boston Celtics out on the road at Dallas. This is gonna be the first time they playing each other since the NBA Finals last year, and Boston won 4-2. We already know. I think Boston wins. I think they cover 8.5. Seems like it's a lot. Dallas just coming off that big victory over SA and OKC. But Dallas got their number low key as well. Even without Luka, it looked like they got their number. Obviously, OKC still missing Hollistein and still missing home check. So maybe that'll change moving on down the line. But as of right now, who's your daddy? Dallas on y'all. And I think Boston coming after that loss to the Lakers on national TV, and I think they put foot to ass, and I think they cover over the Dallas Mavericks. Next game up, 6:49. We got the Miami Heat out on the road at Brooklyn Zoo. We seen this matchup as well. Miami did beat them at Miami 110-95. No Jimmy Butler in that game. Now they in Brooklyn, you know what I mean? I think Miami wins. I think Brooklyn covers the spread. No real angle on this game. It is a revenge game for Miami, if you will. No Cam Thomas, no Johnson. Still missing some offensive power. So I think they may struggle offensively to be able to keep up with Miami. But ultimately in the fourth quarter, I think they backdoor cover. So we're gonna go with Brooklyn in this one. Next game up, 7:41. We got we got Orlando Magic at home giving 3 to the Detroit Pistons, and we stopped making Orlando plays of the day, etc. They've just been in the free fall. They got their second best player back now. The first game, I talk about this all the time. I see JaY talked about it on his show today, even though he put a show out last night, but I just watched it today. That is my competition. On his side is his picks, on my side is my picks. And I'm, just seeing how I fare against the professionals. And he is a self-proclaimed professional, and I rock with him, so it's no shade. I'm just being funny, but I'm not. Anyway, I heard him mention it, and obviously if you're a gambler and you've been gambling for a while, whether you're a good gambler or you're a horrible gambler, if you're a horrible gambler, then you probably should stop, while you're ahead or while you're behind. But if you've been gambling, I mean you're just in tune and you're paying attention. And what he said is what we always say on the channel. When a player comes back or when a player gets taken out, it doesn't mean that just because a player is taken out of the game or they got hurt that they're going to lose. It doesn't mean when a player comes back off injury that the team is automatically going to win. And the perfect example of that was in the last game with Orlando. Let me just see what they played real quick. I think it was a bum team too. Orlando, where they at? Right here. Orlando. They played the Trailblazers. So you got, obviously, Ben Carroll been back like 6 games now. You get your second best player back. You're playing against an inferior team. You would think that they would win, right? Wrong. They lost 79-101. That's the worst offensive showing they put out all season. I said all that to say it's game 2. He's going to be back second game. Detroit has been playing well, but I think the free fall stops for Orlando today, and I like Orlando. Next game up, 9:44 mark. We got New Orleans Pelicans out on the road at Charlotte. Charlotte, the last game, I didn't know that they players didn't play. We had Portland in that game. let me just take a look at the box score because I heard JaY mentioning it. And I didn't know that because I didn't watch that game. I had Philly as the player of the day, and we was right. But it don't look. It looks like Ball didn't play. It looked like Mal Bridges didn't play. I don't know why. Let's go to injury report real quick. Wrist. Told y'all, it's always something with these new niggas. Like these new niggas, y'all some new niggas. This my neck, my back, my wrist, my hamstring, my ankle, my calf, my heel. It's all these little knickknacks. My back, Mal Bridges, my back. And I'm not to say that these athletes don't get nicked up. I'm not saying they don't get injured, etc. Obviously they do. But if you take a look at yesteryear, the Oakley days, the MJ days, the Barkleys, they wasn't out like these players. It's every little thing. You wrap it up, put some ice on it, put some icy hot, and I'm coming to ball on you niggas. Like these new niggas, they get the check, they sit back, and they boning these Instagram models. It is what it is. I'm just calling a spade a spade. With that being said, I like the Pelicans. Prior to knowing that, if Melo and them play, then I'm gonna go with Charlotte. Charlotte is currently getting 2.5. If they don't play, then I'm on the Pelicans. I know that's like a wishy-washy type of thing, but I don't like when the players jump in and out of the line. Like I didn't even know they didn't play yesterday. And I don't even know what was the reason. They was in the lineup, then they took him out last minute. Zion is going to play today. I trust the Pelicans, so I was on the Pelicans, but knowing that these guys had some days off to rest, day on the back-to-back, so Charlotte probably could win at home. They have been playing prior to that last game, well, prior to the last two games. They lost to the Trailblazers, lost to Memphis, no surprise there, but they did beat the Mavericks, they did beat the Bulls, they did beat the Jazz, so they was playing fairly well. Pelicans, on the other hand, prior to losing to the Grizzlies as well, postponed game with the Bucks, they also beat the Jazz twice. That's the Jazz. And they also beat the Mavericks, so they both beating up on the same teams. Anyway, I'm on the Pelicans. If Ball play and Bridges play, I'm on Charlotte. Call it for what it is. I'm not going to bet on this game anyway, so it is what it is. Next game up, 12/27. That's my mom's birthday. We got who we got? We got Atlanta at home facing the Toronto Raptors, giving 4.5. We just seen this game. I was on who I was on. I was on Atlanta in that game, right? It was giving 5.5. Let me just check real quick. For transparency, yes. They was given 5.5. I was wrong. Toronto came and they beat them outright. I'm on Toronto today. I think they match up well with them. I won't be surprised if Atlanta wins, but 4.5, more than a bucket, more than 2 buckets. I think Toronto coming to win again. I could be wrong. This is a quick revenge game. You just lost to them, so I'm sure you don't want to lose 2 at home back to back. But I like the points. I'm going to take Toronto in this one. Next game up, this should be a real good one. 13/27. We got Houston Rockets out on the road at Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Yesterday we had Philly with the points. We did not think that Cleveland was going to lose 2 in a row again, because the only time that they lost 2 in a row was to set Atlanta Hawks. However they do that shit, they lost twice back-to-back to the Hawks. I didn't think they was going to lose back-to-back again, especially to Philadelphia 76ers, but we did have the points, and we had that as the play of the day. Yeah, kid, so we cash. Today, though, however, I don't think Cleveland loses 3 back-to-back. They could, because they're on a back-to-back, but this is a revenge game against one of the best teams in the NBA. They just lost out there to Houston, and we had Houston as the play of the day that day. So 3 days ago or whatever it was, let me go to the schedule real quick. Just for accuracy purposes, I ain't trying to make the video too long, but so on Wednesday they lost 108-109. Houston was getting 2.5 at home, and just to show y'all, like, we don't be playing no games. See the play of the days right there? Just for all that didn't watch my show. Play of the day, let me put the check next to Denver. I ain't even write Philly in there yet, But you see Houston right there, player today. Yesterday was Philly. I didn't write it in yet. I'm going to write it in now while we live. Philly was the player today yesterday if y'all caught the show. Today I like Cleveland to bounce back. I don't think that they're going to lose 3 in a row, especially not to a team that they just lost to at Houston. All right, now we good. Let me just put that in there. Sometimes I be speeding. All right, now we just updated the list. You see what it is. It's the player today. Let's get back to my spreadsheet. All right, so we going with Cleveland in this game to bounce back. I know they played yesterday. I don't see them losing 3 in a row. I don't see them losing twice to the Houston Rockets. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm sticking with. 15-46. We got who we got? We got my New York Knicks at home giving 4.5 to the Sacramento Kings. And if you rock with Popovich TV, NBA picking with Pop, y'all know what I'm going to do next. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Like, Shaolin, are you in the house? Everybody, are you in, like, Japan, are you in the house? Baby, baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Y'all know I had to do it. Rest in peace, ODB, Old Dirty Bastard. And Wu-Tang, love the kids. All right, with that being said, my New York Knicks at home. They ain't played since Tuesday. Sacramento, one of the hottest teams in the NBA, coming into Madison Square Garden. I think the Knicks put foot to ass. I think the Knicks cover. I think the Knicks beat Sacramento, show them who's the better team. And I do think the Knicks is the better team. That's not a homer pick at all. I don't bet with the heart. But I'm on my New York Knicks. Next game, what is that, 17-minute mark. We almost done. We got Chicago Bulls at home against said Philadelphia 76ers. This is a revenge game. I think they lost back in either early December or late November to Philly. Joel Embiid had 31 in that game, came out, put foot to ass, try to remind us, yeah, I'm still nice, I'm just hurt, and he's always hurt. Back-to-back for Philly, coming off of not only beating one of the best teams in the league, money line, now forget the points, they won money line. I think they lose today. I think Chicago wins. I think they cover the spread. We're not going to overcomplicate it. Philly needed to win yesterday. I told you. That's why I picked them as the player today. I'm like, even if they lose, they're going to fight hard as a motherfucker to get off that losing streak. They did. Now they go back to losing. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Next game up, 1756. This is just for the people that catch the show later. We got the Utah Jazz out on the road at Memphis. Memphis, we lost. The only game we lost yesterday. We went 2-1 yesterday, and we hit the play of the day yesterday. Now we 23-13. Memphis, this is going to be the 3rd straight game. I get it. At home, they're one of the best teams. JaY is in the gray. When you look on RotoWire, he up top and he's at the bottom. So wishy-washy, you know what I mean? You never know. But while I'm going with Utah, as this is the 3rd game in a row that Memphis has been valued at over double digits. Today the spread is 11.5, according to CBS Sports at 12 now. It's 12. I get it. They are the better team. They probably should beat up on Utah. However, when you go back and you look at the records, like I do be doing, when you go back and look at the records of Utah against Memphis, Utah lost the last one. They lost the last 2, but then they won the last 5. Then they won 2. Like, it's pretty much kind of like even. That's another reason why I'm taking the Utah Jazz. I think Memphis wins. I don't think they cover 13 points. I just don't, especially on the back-to-back. JaY probably not even going to play. My neck, my back, my calf, my ankle, my wrist. You know what I mean? You know how these players be doing. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Next game up, 19:30. I know he's making this video a little long. It's only one game tomorrow, so rock with me. It's football tomorrow. We got the Los Angeles Lakers coming off that victory over the Boston Celtics, and we had the Lakers as a lock that day. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Just the Lakers, just to play on the spot. Lakers and Boston, the history. You know what I mean? Like, we had the Lakers. So now that Boston took that ass whipping, now they oh no, we ain't get to Boston yet. Lakers coming off the beat down over the Celtics. Now they on the road at Golden State. They're giving Golden State 2. We did see this matchup on Christmas. I don't recall the score, so I'm gonna go check it out real quick. Christmas. That was Christmas. Where we at? Right here. They won by 2. The Lakers won by 2. Warriors lost by 2 at home. I think the Warriors win today, get some revenge. I know Kuminga is still out. Draymond Green is still out. But I like Golden State. I don't think they lose twice to the Lakers at home. Could they lose? Yes. Do I think they're going to lose? No. And I think the spread is kind of telling you. You know what I mean? Sometimes the spread do tell you. 2042. Last game. Oh, 2 more games. We got the Washington Wizards out on the road at at Phoenix. Phoenix giving 14 and a half. That's a tremendous amount of points. However, we just seen this. Phoenix is coming off a lengthy road trip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're just coming off a 5-game road trip, and on that road trip, they played the Washington Wizards on January 16th. So that was a couple days ago. The spread in that game, and we had Washington in that game. The spread in that game was 11.5. Granted, they was at Washington. Washington is one of the worst teams. Now you give them 14.5 just because you at home. My nigga Great Fire, what's the word? Now just because you at home, you give them 14.5, coming off a 5-game road trip. I don't think so. I think Phoenix wins. I think Washington covers the spread. Last game of the night, 21-55. We got Milwaukee Bucks out on the road at the Clippers. This could be a good one. This should be a good one. I mean, if all I got to do is just run up and down and dunk the ball on some James Harden shit, and I was leaning towards the Clippers, let's be honest, and let's be transparent like I always do on my show, because I want to win. I watch my show back to listen, see if I said any key things just to try to get an edge. It's hard to win when you bet in sports, especially because this shit is scripted and rigged. You could be easily on the wrong side when you thought you was on the right side. That's just a little tidbit. Anyway, back to the game. Coming into doing the show, as I'm doing my homework, I was leaning towards the Clippers, but as I went back and looked like Milwaukee got their number. Now, granted, a lot of these games, you could say Kawhi Leonard hasn't been playing. He is back now, but even in some of those games, Milwaukee has dominated the series. And I think one of the reasons in recent why they dominated, because James Harden is there, and we know that's why I started talking about this game with the quotes of James Harden when they both was battling it out for MVP. And James Harden could have won, and obviously Giannis won that year, etc. But James Harden, what did he say? He like, yeah, if I could just run up and down and just dunk the ball, like kind of like shit it on him, like he did it on him. And I think Giannis took that to heart. I think Giannis is the best player in this game, and I think they come out and win. Another reason why they win is because although they were stuck in New Orleans, they wasn't playing. So they had to quick come back. The same day they came back and they beat Miami, which I had the Bucks that day, right? They came back same day. Within 2 hours, they was playing the game. So they kind of all rested. They beat Miami, 1 day off. Now you swing back to the West Coast. You about to play a team that you're fairly familiar with. Could the Clippers come out and win? Yes, of course they could. But Clippers is favored by 3. I'm going to take the Bucks with the 3 in my back pocket, as Jay would say. You know what I mean? Let's get to the theme music, and then let's get to the motherfucking locks. Theme music. Here we go.
Great Fire.
When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the back line in the air, throwing signals. When the winner
chicken dinner. All right, guys, here we go. Here go the locks. It's 13 games. The Minnesota game about to pop off right now. That's the first game. But here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks to get you and me the winner chicken dinners, like the song said. We going with We going with Chicago. We going with my New York Knicks. We are going with the Boston Celtics. We are going with Orlando. They back on the betting list. This is the day that they get off the snide. It's only 3 points. I definitely think they come out and they beat Detroit. The play of the day is the Cleveland Cavaliers over the Houston Rockets. Cleveland will not lose 3 at home. Not lose 3 in a row. Obviously, they only lost twice in a row, twice all season. They're one of the best teams. It's a revenge game. Even though they played yesterday, the reason why they favorite, they're going to win today. They're going to come out. They're going to put foot to ass. That's my story. That's what I'm sticking with. Real quick, Boston, Orlando, Knicks, Chicago, play of the day, Cleveland. I don't want to be greedy. It's 13 games. I gave y'all 5 winners. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know who you think I'm bugging out at. Of course, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. All I do is ask you to hit the like button for the algorithm. My channel could use it. We've been in these YouTube streets every day giving y'all the picks, and we got a winning record. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV, NBA, Picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money today.